As an online business owner, you will know that the last 3 months of the year, otherwise known as Q4, is the most popular. It will be the busiest time of the year for you because people have the most amount of money to spend and they are looking to spend that money on gifts, etc. In this training, I am going to show you the exact tactics that we used in our business, which generated over £500,000 in Q4 consistently. This is a training session that I did in our Home Fragrance Academy Facebook group. I'm now about to play it for you. Let me know what you think. This one is all about maximizing your autumn and winter sales to make sure you have a fantastic Q4. Now this training session, for those of you who have been on a few of these before, is slightly different. This one is more of a presentation as to what we did at Cozy Aromas. So you can then swipe and deploy some of our tactics to make sure you have a fantastic Q4. So let's get straight into it. What we're going to cover is why you should focus on building a really strong Q4 and what the data behind it and what it could mean for your business. What we offered at Cozy Aromas to increase sales in terms of the products and the sales events we took part in, and also how we advertised to get sales. The idea here, as I said earlier, is that you can take inspiration from this and start to plan out what you're going to do through the autumn and winter period to really maximize the sales in your business. So according to the Pew Research Center, which is a fact tank, basically they release facts. They research heavily and research lots of data and then release things that are facts basically. And the Q4 accounts for just over 23% more sales than the previous 3 quarters. So it shows you that people are spending heavily in that time. And this is quite evident for us actually. So this screen here is the Cozy Aroma sales for Q4 in 2023. And as you can see, it's 48% up. So we were above the average there, 48% up on previous quarters. So it shows that it's a big increase. If you can implement some key tactics, it can really transform your business. And likewise for Craft HQ, much smaller numbers, but a higher percentage increase. So 70% up on previous months. So why should you focus on this? So basically people are buying for Christmas, okay, which means they have money to spend and they are willing to spend it. They've saved it up. They have spare money, which they know they need to buy Christmas presents with, and they are ready to do so. And what we find is that impulse purchases increase this time of the year quite significantly. So these are purchases that people make just on a whim. They just see something advertised to them. They have no intention of buying it before they saw it, but they just buy it there and then. Typically because they think that one of their friends or family they would really like it, so they'd buy it as a stocking filler or as a present or something like that. Also this time of year, people look out for Black Friday. They know it happens, they know it's a big thing, they know there's lots of discounts, so they look out for it. And also this time of year is where promotion is best. Now in a lot of my content I talk about storytelling and not actually trying to sell your products to people too much online. It's more about creating that community around your brand by telling lots of stories that people will slowly start to really sort of know, like and trust you and follow you based on that. And then when you do post sales posts every now and then, they have a much greater impact. But this time of year, you can sort of really go the opposite on that. It's all about promotion. This is the time of the year where you have to capitalize on people who have money ready to spend. So you must not miss out on this opportunity. Now, before we move forward, a very quick plug. This is something I haven't done before in one of these. Over the past couple of days, we've been working hard on the Home Fragrance Academy website, and the biggest change is launching the 3 courses that we have onto our website. So we have the CLP Label and Essentials course, which is everything you need to be able to make your own CLP labels. It's a very short course, but it saves you having to navigate through all of the Chinese whispers of advice you see in all the Facebook groups. Product Launch Pro is if you are launching a collection or a sales event or a new product, That helps you to launch with a bang. So you get hundreds of orders on the very first day. Perfect for launching things for like Black Friday and stuff like that. And then the business roadmap is our flagship course where we teach you right from the beginning of coming up with an idea for your business and creating a niche all the way through to launching and getting your first sales. We then have the Home Fragrance Academy Growth Hub, which most of you are members of. And then we've just introduced the Growth Hub VIP, which is where you get one-to-one coaching with Tamer and myself every quarter. We review your websites, we review your SEO, we actually work with you on your sales strategy, and we help to develop any Facebook ad campaigns that you want as well. It's very hands-on with us. You'll be working very closely with us. And because of that, we only have 5 spots available, but 3 of them, we only launched this yesterday, 3 of them sold, which was fantastic. So there's 2 left. But anyway, these are all available on our website that you can take a look at after the training if you wish. Moving on now. Right, so what did we do to increase sales? This is for Cozy Aromas now. So I'm going to talk you through a timeline. That's what I felt was the best way of getting this across to you. So we're going to start in September, which of course is not in Q4, but this is the prep for it. In September, we start advertising our advent calendar for pre-launch. They always go on sale as a pre-launch in October. That's where we start taking pre-orders for them. And our advent calendar was always our main product for the year. It's the one that sells the most. It has the highest profit margin, and it's sort of, I'd call that, again, it's our flagship product because we put so much time and effort into developing it over the years. And to advertise this, we'd use email, social media, Facebook group. And then this is the sort of imagery we would do to tease it. So the first image there is just obviously a close-up. And then with our advent calendar, we give away lots of prizes throughout the month as well. So that's just a sneak preview of that as well, to give you an idea of the type of imagery we would post. And throughout September, we didn't dilute our message with any other products at all. We wanted everyone to know about the pre-launch of these and nothing else. This is the message we wanted to get across because we knew how impactful the launch day of these are. So then we move on to October, and at the beginning of October is when our pre-launch sale goes live. And the reason why we do this is because you get a nice upfront chunk of cash within 1 or 2 days. And this cash, when that happens, you know how many you have to make because you're getting all of the orders in before you have to make the products and dispatch them. So you know how many you have to make, and it saves money on supplies. It's such a good thing to do. This is the only product throughout the year that we do this for, and it works very well for us. And then as soon as that was launched, a few days later, we then start teasing our Christmas collection because that launches in early November. And to do this, we release scent descriptions and we take photos of our products, and we do this to build anticipation. So here's an example. The image at the top is just a very basic packaging image with the scent notes. People like to read that because they get an idea of what it's going to smell like, of course. And then underneath is a very raw behind the scenes photo of the products in production. That kind of thing gets really good engagement and it builds curiosity. People do really enjoy that, especially in your Facebook group. And then towards the end of October, we launch a surprise Halloween collection, and we don't give our customers and our audience any warning of this. Of course, we're working on it behind the scenes. We know it's happening, but we launch it as a surprise. The reason we do that is because it doesn't dilute our message about the Christmas collection, because that's a very key launch for us. We don't want to just keep bombarding people with all of these different messages, save for this, save for that, buy this, buy this. And this also generates those impulse buys that I spoke about earlier. This is the sort of thing where we just launch it one Saturday morning, and if our customers receive an email, they see a Facebook post, £25 or whatever it is for the collection. There's only 300 or 400 of them available. Buy it or don't buy it. It's one of those impulse things. And then for the Halloween collection, we use this quite moody sort of graphic and images. And all of this works really well for us. This, by the way, that I'm running through is based on based on a number of years of experimentation, and we've done it this way for 2 years now, and this is what we've found works very well for us. And then we move into November, which is the busy month. This is where you have Black Friday and Christmas and all this kind of stuff, Christmas collection launches and all of that kind of stuff. Beginning of the month, we launch our Christmas collection. We send out an email, post on social media, Facebook group. We send text messages this time, and we also run Facebook ads as well. Because this is a key collection for us. We want as many people to see this. We don't want people to miss out. And then once that has launched, we're now for the rest of the month teasing our Black Friday sales event. We do that via email, social media, our Facebook group. We create a Facebook event, and we also put leaflets into orders. So everyone that's ordered the Christmas collection at the beginning of the month will get leaflets in their orders advertising Black Friday. And this little montage of imagery here, the one at the top, the main image there, is the Facebook event. The one on the right is a little teaser, because over the Black Friday, Cyber Monday sales weekend, we give away lots of prizes. We're doing all that kind of stuff. So it gives a little idea of one of the prizes. And then at the fore, there is the picture of the very basic leaflet that we put into our orders. And as you'll see from a lot of the graphics that I'm showing you, the imagery and the style is very, very simple. I keep using the word dilute, but you don't want to complicate anything. It's, with this leaflet, it's our Black Friday sale event, discounts on everything. This is the date. Simple as that. That's all you need. Now, Facebook events are key. They really are. And we like to use those mainly for the Black Friday sales event, because then you know how many people are interested. People respond to these events. But when they do, whatever number of people that have responded to your event, in our experience, that is the minimum number of orders you're going to get. Whatever number we have had as people responding to the events, we've always had more orders than that. That's because people, they just can't be bothered. They don't respond to events. Not everybody does. They just want to receive their email. It's available. Go and buy it. That's kind of how that works. It allows you to invite your group members as well when you create a Facebook event within a group, much like I do with these live coaching events. I've got to create some more next week. When I do that, you'll no doubt get a message inviting you to it. That's how that works. And when you're part of a Facebook event, you'll typically get much better reach and engagement on your content within it, because it's a Facebook event. It's something that person is very much interested in. So Facebook will make sure you see the updates from it. Now we're going to move on to Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and I've split this into a timeline on its own. So you can see we've got Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. This is quite a full-on weekend, okay? It never used to be like this. Our first ones were not like this. I'm just pre-warning you there. So on Friday, we launch at 8 a.m. and it runs until midnight. And we offer a large percentage off discount. 40% is what we offered. Now, I don't like percentage off discounts. I talk about that quite a lot. But Black Friday is when it does work very well, especially if you don't run percentage off discounts throughout the year. If you are often running 10%, 20% off this, 25% off that, all the year, throughout the year, then when you do offer something on Black Friday, it doesn't really have that impact. Whereas we don't do that. So then when we do offer a big percentage off discount, it really gets a lot of uptake. And again, our advertising is incredibly simple. An image of our products, 40% off, Black Friday sale. People know what that means. You haven't got to overcomplicate it. And what you'll find on these days, on the Friday, that will be, at the 4 days, that will be your busiest day. That's the day you're going to get most orders by a long way. And even though it's 40% discount, because it's such a good discount, you've got to remember that we spoke about earlier, people have money. So these are going to be the largest orders you get throughout the year, most likely. That's what we found. It's 40% off, but people will buy a lot. And so it'll keep you busy, that's for certain, but it's very worthwhile. Then what we do on the Saturday is we would run a different offer, which is buy X, get Y for that day only. So this is what we did. It's 3 for 2 on everything throughout the website. And this is fantastic because the people that ordered on Friday will order on the Saturday as well, because they'll see that as another fantastic deal. And you'll likely get slightly smaller order values, which are going to happen. But again, it's a fantastic deal and people loved it. And they do partake in these. On the Sunday, we ran something else where any order that's placed, you are put into a hat to win a potential prize. Now, this day, you will get lower order values because they are simply placing an order for something low cost to have their name in the hat. But this is okay. If you run a loyalty point scheme on your website, where people collect points throughout the year, convert them into vouchers, and then use them, this is the day that they'll spend those vouchers. So on the Friday and the Saturday, they're placing large orders, getting lots of points, and getting lots of vouchers. On this weekend, where you are having a fantastic weekend of revenue and profit, if they're going to spend their vouchers, you want them to spend it on this weekend to get rid of those vouchers. What you don't want is them to save those vouchers and then use them in January and February when your sales are going to be low anyway. Okay, so that's why we do that. So let's place any order. So you'll get people that will buy a £10 product with a £10 voucher and just pay postage. That's okay because you've already made your money that weekend and you're just getting rid of those vouchers. And then again, a very simple graphic. That is the sort of thing that we offered there. On the Monday, we offered this is Cyber Monday now, so slightly different branding. We would offer free product with all orders throughout the day. But our key thing for that day was a live shop, and we would have no-brainer deals. I use that term a lot, no-brainer deals in that live shop. So what we did was we ran it for 2 hours and we split it into 4 30-minute sections. And for each 30 minutes, we ran an offer that was only available for those 30 minutes or until stock lasted. So for example, we would have something like get 2 wax melts free when you spend over £10. Or what we actually did was we created a mystery bundle, which was worth £100, but we were selling it for £50, but we'd only have 50 of them available. And they just absolutely fly out the door, those kind of things, because you've got a time limit on them. And also you've got a limited quantity. It's those impulse buys again. And that's kind of what the graphic looked like for Cyber Monday. So similar to the Black Friday, but of course we had like a blue twist on it. What is very important here is to not have any of this as a surprise to your customers. We learned that the first year that we did this concept, where we told everybody Black Friday 40% off. And then we had on the Saturday, it was the 3 for 2. And everyone's like, whoa, you didn't tell us about this. They kind of feel duped a little bit, like you're trying to squeeze more and more money out of them. What we did in previous years was actually let them know in advance what we're going to be doing over that weekend. Not in the detail, so we wouldn't tell them what products they're getting for free on the Cyber Monday. We won't tell them what's available in the live shop, anything like that. But we would give them an overview of what's available. So then they can pick and choose when they're going to spend. Almost all of them will buy something on the Black Friday itself, and then they'd pick either 1 or 2 days over the weekend when they'd place a second order. But the number of customers that place repeat orders over that weekend, if you've got yourself quite a loyal following and you're building a community around your brand, which is what we push hard, then you'll get multiple orders from your customers throughout that weekend. Okay, now with regards to the marketing of Black Friday, we send out emails and we go quite heavy on this. So at the start of each day, the middle of each day, and then 5 hours before the end of the day, we send emails. So it's launching, beginning of the day is launching the offer for that day. Middle of the day is just reminding them, because it could be lunchtime, they might be on their break or whatever. And then 5 hours before, so 7 p.m. in the evening, we'd let them know that there's only 5 hours left, so hurry up and get it. And each of those points during the day, you'll notice a spike of sales. Now, this is a lot of emails to send, but it's okay because it's Black Friday. These people will be getting lots of emails in their inbox. So send them 3 in a day, because then 1 or 2 of them they might not see because there's just an influx of emails that day. So you want to make sure you get through to them. And then text messages, we send those as well. We send one at the start of Friday and on Monday. They are the 2 days that are going to be busiest for you and have the most amount of sales. And with text messages, you don't want to overdo it, because that is a lot more personal, because you're actually sending someone a message on their phone as opposed to just an email. You don't really want to sort of abuse anything there with people, so you don't want to spam them too much. But social media posts, and your page, your group, and your event throughout the day, you be posting all the time. Let people know every couple of hours what you've got, how it's going, get promotions. You've got to think about it. All of your competitors, and not just your direct competitors in your industry, but also other brands. Every brand that you shop with are going to be doing some kind of Black Friday event. They're going to be posting on socials, so you need to make sure you're in front of all of them. And then go live multiple times each day in your Facebook group. This hasn't got to be an event. You haven't got to do a live shop. You haven't got to talk directly to the camera, anything like that. All this is literally going live, having the camera put on your workstation and filming you work. That could be packing orders, it could be making products, whatever it is you have to do. And then just chatting to people, just talking as you're working. Jess did this last year, and Tamer's in the comments. She might let me know how long it was for, but she put the camera on for 3 hours at a time and just chat to people. People come and go. They can see their orders being packed. They can see how busy it is in the background, the hive of activity. They loved it. It's really good, and it's great for brand exposure. These type of posts work very well indeed, because instead of just saying it's 40% off, it gives you the actual amount you're going to be paying. So they can see, oh wow, it's $19.99, but actually I'm going to be getting it for $11.99. They can easily work that out. They work very well indeed. Okay, so we've got Black Friday out the way. We're going to move into December now. And what we did in December, beginning of December, is we launch a range of last minute gift ideas. At Cozy Aromas, we've never really launched like proper gifts, not many of them anyway. But when we do, we launch them at the beginning of December, because it helps to boost sales in December, which for us is typically a quieter month, but also it avoids your gifts being in the Black Friday sale. During Black Friday, you'll find that people are just buying your normal products, and they'll make up their own little hampers and things like that for their friends and family. But typically, they'll just buy those products on Black Friday for themselves, just to top up their collections. And your gift sets, they require a lot more work from you, because you've got to package them up. There's a lot more cost involved as well because of the packaging and all this kind of stuff. So you don't want that to be heavily discounted in Black Friday. So do those at the beginning of December. And then what we did, this was an experiment last year, is we advertised what we called a Christmas hangover set. And this, basically, over Christmas period, there's so many heavy, foody scents, festive fragrances, you know what I mean. So what we did was we advertised something called a Christmas hangover set, which had different scents for that time of year. So they were very much focused on clean and fresh type fragrances, which are perfect for the new year, to help people sort of look forward to the new year. It boosts social engagement because there's a lot of curiosity there. That's something new. They're not marketed a Christmas hangover set. And of course, it helps to drive more sales. You have a limited number available. They sell very quickly. And that's what that looked like. It's just 4 small wax melts, a room spray, and a carpet freshener. And then we move on to our Boxing Day clearance sale. So this is, again, it's 40% off, but this is remaining limited edition stock from throughout the year. So it's not on your products on the website. It's not on anything that you sell day to day. If you've got things left over from your spring collection, from summer, from any limited edition one-offs you did, your Christmas collection, if you've got any advent calendars left, whatever it is, anything that you just need to get rid of, put into your Boxing Day clearance sale, because it gets rid of that stock you don't need, and it's a nice cash injection between Christmas and New Year, which is typically very, very slow. And again, a very basic marketing campaign there as well. Boxing Day clearance sale, 40% off starts now. Obviously in the caption, you'd have a lot more detail as to what you're doing and what's available, but we made this so simple for our customers. And that there gives you an overview of what we did at Cozy Aromas throughout Q4. which generated a healthy revenue, but also healthy profit margins as well. And it really does help to steer you in the right direction when you go into the new year, when sales are typically lower in January, February. So it's really important to maximize on this Q4 where you know customers are happy to spend. So what I would advise you to do is to take this information, watch this video back, write down lots of notes of what we did, and try and figure out and start planning your Q4. Get it planned out now. I know we're July, but you'll need to start getting these things figured out. Work out what products you're going to offer and the sales events you're going to do, if any. You don't have to. But then also start planning out your campaigns. Really think about where your customers consume your content. It could be a Facebook group. You might have quite an engaged Instagram following, whatever it is, and start planning your campaigns for that, because then you can have a wonderful Q4. And then when you do that, it makes Christmas so much more enjoyable, believe me, when you know that you're going to be safe for January and February. And that, guys, is it. So as I said, it's slightly different to normal. I'm not telling you how to do things as such. I'm just giving you a presentation of what we've done in the past. So hopefully you can take a few snippets from that.